In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the ignition coil boots on this Toyota Camry with the 2.5 liter engine. Let's install these TRQ boots. To start, remove your engine cover, if your vehicle is equipped with one, of course. Set that aside. And now at this point, I'm only going to show you the process for one because, yes, you would do all four, but the process is identical for all the other ones. Unplug the ignition coil, press on this little tab, wiggle it and pull backwards. Sometimes these connectors get stuck. Try not to pull too much on the wire. Try to pull on the connector because you don't want to break the wire. Once you've inspected it and made sure there's no damage, whether it's corrosion or melted, sometimes that happens, take a 10mm socket and remove the bolt that holds down the ignition coil. Set that aside, and now you can pull the ignition coil up. Sometimes these get stuck on the spark plug, so pull it once it pops up. There it is. To remove this boot, all you have to do is just twist and pry it sideways. These are on pretty tight here, and there's also a spring inside, so you want to make sure you don't lose that. Now, the spring sometimes gets stuck in the boot, so if it doesn't come apart, that's totally fine. Having said that, there's the boot. To install the new boot, make sure the spring is seated flat and even in it. Slide this over and make sure it clicks all the way down. You should not see a gap here. There we go, it should look like that, nice and flush. Check the spring from the other end. If it doesn't look like it's centered, try to center it up, maybe with a pocket screwdriver or something. That's how the spark plug actually connects to this, so you want to make sure it's not sitting bent to the side. At this point, I recommend putting just a little bit of silicone paste just to the end of this boot. Don't shove a bunch in there. Silicone paste on the end of the boot here will prevent the spark plug from sticking to it in the future, just over time with heat cycles, and it will allow you to more easily remove this in the future. Drop it down into the appropriate cylinder. Make sure it presses down all the way, nice and smooth. I might as well plug it in now since I have the connector in my hand. Let's put the bolt back in. The torque for this is 7 foot-pounds. If you're unable to torque it, just give it about 1/8, at most a quarter of a turn after it bottoms out. That's it right there. So yes, I would say it took about a quarter turn just to snug it up. At this point, you would repeat the process for all the other ones. Once you're done, line up the cover. It's got some little pins that need to line up. Press it down, and there you go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.